Back to throw, Smith. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat. Now a direct snap. It's Jamal Charles. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And here is the Redskin defense.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Here we go with Charles. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 1st down, it's Charles again. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Try the air now with Smith. Screen pass to Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. This will be the 9th play on this drive. Third and long, it's Smith. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it's fourth down, and the Chiefs call on their kicker, Cairo Santos, for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Marshall now, the return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. A first down throw for Cousins. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Defense showing blitz. After the interception, here's Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Demetrius Harris, the intended target, and it's third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing on third down, Smith. Able to find Harris, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Again, Smith. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. and the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, 66 yards. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put him in the driver's seat. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Charles, the lone setback. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm when they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here's Smith, and it's complete to Kelsey. It'll be a gain of 4. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A lot of time there, partner, in the protected pocket, and he was able to deliver.
The guys protecting the passer have allowed him plenty of time to go through his progressions and find open receivers.
Smith on first down. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Whitner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. Second down, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. It's a four-receiver look all to the left side. Third and long for Cousins. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Chris Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Second and 10, Smith again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mason Foster in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Then the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. They come up in an offset eye. Third and long, it's Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its own stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
Smith now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Again, we'll see the pistol here. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He's got time. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to at my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Here's Thompson on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second down now after the pass completion. They come up in an offset eye. Second down, Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I've got to give it up for him right there. Stared down the barrel of the blitz. Acted as his own blitz control. Knew he would take the hit and dumped it off, and they pick up a first down.
That's what the safety valve's there for, right?
That's exactly what he's there for, although most quarterbacks will tell you, I wouldn't mind actually having him in to protect so I don't get hit as often, but sometimes you just have to step up and make a play.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Out to the left here to Reed. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A very solid gain of 27.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
Obviously, the offense thought they had something going by trying to go wide on a short yardage play. But how about the defense expecting something in the middle and still able to adjust and sprint to the edge and make the play?
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Another pistol look here. They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Again, it's Charles. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. On the catch, it's Crowder. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Now Smith, he's got the hook up with Conley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So a 3rd and 8.
That's right.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Again, Smith looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Throwing again is Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Albert Wilson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. They'll again try for 2, this time from the 7. Here's Smith looking to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Marshall now, the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Washington.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
One man in the backfield, that's Jones. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Marcus Peters was the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year in the 2015 season, and there was a big reason why. We just saw another example there. Late game, he goes up, picks the ball off, finishes things off, a victory for his team.
You mentioned the 2015. What a start to his NFL career, and another nice feather in his cap there. Smith now to throw. It's Kelsey on the grab. 23 yards on the play.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Smith, and he drives one in there, complete for Jeremy Maclin. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Kelsey out in the slot right. Throwing now, Smith. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Chiefs going for it on 4th. It's Smith. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. In there to get him, his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Smith going to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Smith. Under pressure, they got him again. Will Compton in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really fair.
Even though
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Cousins' Redskins going up against Kaepernick's 49ers. And with that, we're off to Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And Charles Davis.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 40. Six-yard line. Cousins now on 2nd down. Right side caught by Jackson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Deep drop. And a pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Aaron Lynch coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, the 2014 NFL leader is a rookie in yards per punt. Tress Way on to kick it. Jeremy Curley is deep to return for the 49ers. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the... first carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates... did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and not have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another 1st down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
They come up in an offset eye. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
On second down, Hyde. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Partner, I like Carlos Hyde coming out of Ohio State because I like the way that he would run inside and bodies would just scatter when he got through there. A very strong, aggressive runner inside.
Finished just shy of 1,000 with 988. If you're a back, how much does that hurt?
It hurts a lot, and then you want to talk to the official scorer at home and say, you couldn't find 12 more yards for me somewhere?
To throw, Kaepernick. And able to find Curley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be first down 49ers.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
First and 10. Here's Kaepernick. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Kaepernick again here on second and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now, 3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. Smith catches left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. On first and 10, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. Starters defensively for the 49ers. New coach, new GM, but a couple nice pieces to build around up front. Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner.
And that continues for them because, remember, they were the same duo in college at the University of Oregon. Now they're teammates with the San Francisco 49ers. Now they both have played well in their short time in the league. But they also get help because they have an experienced veteran on the back end of the defense, Antoine Bethea. and I think you can build around him as well. Get some younger, quicker guys to go, but Antoine Bethea, he'll lead them with confidence.
For Jordan Reed, Charles, still waiting for him to play a full complement of games. You know, through 4 seasons, he hasn't completed a full NFL schedule, but he's right up there in the argument for best tight end in the league.
He certainly is, and I don't think he can get a bigger compliment than I'm hearing from my friends in the scouting community who have all told me that those teams that are in the market for tight ends, when they're scouting now, they're all trying to find guys who have Jordan Reed characteristics. And I'm talking about route running, run after the catch, the ability to create and make bigger plays.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Cousins on 1st down. Over the middle to Garcon. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll throw again. Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
Cousins, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 2nd and goal from the 5. Now Kelly on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Another extra point opportunity here. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now that looked like the Colin Kaepernick we got to know early in his career. Able to scramble and pick up a first down. We haven't seen as much of that in recent times.
Yeah, you know he's got the size to do it. Out of high school, 6'5", 170, but now 230, and we see what he can do with that frame.
And I heard people didn't want to step in as a hitter against him because he's a pretty darn good pitcher in high school, too.
92-mile-per-hour fastball in high school. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran corner, D'Angelo Hall. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. That partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. LA a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to LA. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis?
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down, Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. To throw, Cousins. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out in the pistol. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot. But there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. You get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Crowder now to return. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. On the catch, it's Crowder. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. On 3rd down, Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw it in.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Curley's got it complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. And he finds McDonald. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Another pistol look here. Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Throwing now is Kaepernick. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Running for it here Here's Hyde. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Cousins now to throw on first down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 35 that time. And the Redskins set up now first and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first and 10, Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
A give left side, Kelly. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Give them 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with fourth down now looming.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now Kaepernick surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. Third down here. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more. throwing the touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. And so gets set to go here.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of I'm traveling. I'm traveling. I'm traveling. It's come out like a power with an M. I get you down like gravity, rackety rappers, and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling ribbons. I don't expect a special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. I'm just trying to relate.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's an AFC West divisional matchup featuring two players who are leaders in the linebacking corps. It's Brandon Marshall going up against Derek Johnson. So let's get you out to Kansas City as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Over.
On second down, here's Simeon. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Marcus Peters is a former first-round pick who has great anticipation and tremendous ball skills.
2nd down following the run. They'll fake it. Now Simeon. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
Here we go on 4th. Simeon. And Fowler's got it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! No. Time there. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Anderson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
Again, Anderson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Simeon now to throw. And able to find Green. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
No. Check. Pay 2. Legend. Detroit. No. Check. Pay 2. Detroit. Watching that, Barney.
They'll run. Anderson. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Detroit. Watching that, Barney.
So they'll try again with Anderson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Green 39.
In motion left here, Sanders. Now Simeon on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. On 1st and 10, Smith. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen,
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
there are certain words that sometimes we overuse, but there's one that's really welcome on a player's resume, and that's the word breakout. And I thought Travis Kelce was one of the breakout stars of 2016 in the NFL. What a season he had with Kansas City.
Over 1,100 yards. Now, to put that into perspective with everybody else that was catching the football for them, the next closest had 593 for the Chiefs. So, breakout year indeed.
And for me, it's how he did it, because he did it in a variety of ways, whether he's an inline tight end, a guy who could split out and really become a wide receiver, and then when he caught the ball, he ran like he was a running back. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, the bad news, the Denver Broncos did make the playoffs. But the good news for Demaryius Thomas, he's over 1,000 yards again as a receiver.
6 straight year he's done that. But yards per catch and touchdowns down a little bit. Any of that due to the change at quarterback?
Think about it. For him now, in the last 2 seasons, he's had to get used to 3, well, really 4 different quarterbacks throwing him the football. I think that yards per catch will go back up when he gets some consistency.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think
and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders from 4 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Come on, let's go!
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. After the run, Smith going to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And an alley to run. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. D'Anthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. 5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They come out here in the eye. They are going for it. It's Smith. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
10th carry now for Anderson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run it again with Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Green with a catch left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Simeon. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And now here comes Kansas City. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah. We'll
find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. Just beating the play clock. Smith. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
A 1st down carry here for Charles. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Darian Stewart there to bring him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now Smith, and he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Von Miller with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So 2nd and 10 here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And a nice gain at 21 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Simeon, he's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
It's Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They come up in a two tight end look here.
Let's go.
On the direct snap, Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
After the run, Smith going to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Smith. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. On second down, Jamal Charles. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Here we go.
On first down, it's Simeon. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. And it's second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Back to the air, Simeon on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing on third down, Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. We're back now in KC. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll come out in the pistol. Simeon on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing is Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd down, 8. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On third down, Booker. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Touching that body.
Now a run with Anderson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the wideout in motion. 3rd and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go back to the air here after the INT. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before.